What's up, my YouTube peeps? I'm coming to you in the brink of darkness because homie got a new addition to the frag tank, and I'm gonna go through acclimating and getting it set up. So come along with me for the ride and see what I got. Let's go.
From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough with the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh!
Okay, so the first thing that you'll notice here is when I do determine that I'm going to, or rather when I do decide that I'm going to add fish to my system, I try to add them and acclimate them when it's dark. So it's reducing the stress on the fish. It's actually reducing the stress on the current fish that are in the system. Because the tank is dark, they're pretty much in night mode, everybody's in their little spots, and it gives the new fish a little bit of time to roam around unnoticed, unbothered, and to find a spot in the tank or in your quarantine tank. For this particular ad, I'm not adding it to my main tank, I'm adding it to my little frag tank, which is kind of makeshift quarantine and the whole 9 yards. But in any case, it's stress on all of the inhabitants. And what I basically do here is I have a hanger up here. I put the bag in the sump portion. I know it's dark. Let me up the little backlight a little bit. I put the bag in my little sump portion so to get the temperature adjusted for the new fish. And what I do is I have a small 5-gallon bucket. Let me see if I can show you this. I have a little 5-gallon, or not even a 5-gallon, this little boy here that I'll hang up here, and I'll drip acclimate water from the tank via this bucket into the bag using my little hanging system. See how that works? I have the line of hose. This will go into the bucket like so. It has a little clip that I can clip onto the bag, and this will slowly drip water into the bag and slowly acclimate my fish. See? So this is pretty simple. I came up with it a long time ago. You don't have to hang it. You can put it on the floor, however you want to do it. But it's the easiest way to take tank water, drip into the bag, get the pH and salinity and everything adjusted for the fish, and it doesn't disturb the main tank. You could do this in any sump that you have. You can actually just, I have a little drip acclimation unit. It's just a piece of hose and a clip with a shut-off valve and a little clip that I got from the dollar store, and you can hang this in your main tank and put the bag in your sump or whatever you have. I just always found that the easiest way to acclimate fish without having to manually sit and take little cups of water and pour it in the bag. I could set the drip weight. I could put 500 milliliters of water. I can put a liter of water. I can set it to how either fast or slow I want to drip acclimate this fish. So I set it so that it takes about a half hour. Some people may do it quicker. I do at least a half hour, and then I will empty the water from this bag into my slop sink. Never put the water back into the tank. Never put store water in your tank. So that is my little drip acclimation system, for lack of anything better. And let's go to phase 2. So as you can see, all my little guys are sleeping except for the shrimp. That is like he goes to the club, he's up all night. My clowns are sleeping, the corals, everybody's in quiet mode. So this is the time that if you're going to add anything to your tank, even if you're taking a fish out of quarantine, I don't like to add anything during the nighttime, during the daytime hours of the tank, because it's really stressful on the fish that you're adding. So it's night mode. I'm going to get this new fish ready to go into the tank, and also I like to take a look at the tank in the dark hours prior to putting anything in it to get an idea if I want to move something around. You might want to move a rock or move a piece or something in your tank as far as structure to give the new fish an opportunity to establish its own territory. When you have fish in a tank for a set amount of time to get territorial, moving a rock or adding a new piece or shell or another rock or something to the tank takes a lot of the pressure off of the current inhabitants and gives the new fish a little opportunity to establish its home in your tank. So let's do that, and I'll bring you along for the ride. Well, everybody, there he is. I'm guilty of the #1 sin of reef keeping, ye old infatuation with that fish that you want. My new fish is a leopard wrasse. I may get another one because my overall plan is to catch those Demsels out of my main tank, and I want to put a couple of these guys upstairs. I have an extremely high population of different types of like bristleworms and tube worms, and I mean, the tank is over 12 years old, so over years you get an explosion of life in your rock. So there's absolutely nobody in there that preys on those things. So and the other thing is, you know, I love these guys. I've always been a fan of these. My local store, my reef store here, had quite a few of them. I really wanted to get 2 or 3 of them, but I don't have sand in the frag tank. So I have a little pot of sand in there for him to bury himself in. So I thought I would see how he plays out in the frag tank here. There's a lot of cover. I don't have sand in the frag tank. I know it's hard to tell, but I have a lot of coral rubble and things like that, and an egg crate that he swims through, and I have a pot of sand in the back. He's already been busy getting comfortable. Nobody's bothering him. Everybody's kind of cool in the frag tank, whereas in the main reef tank, boy, I got some aquatic gangsters. So my next plan will probably be to try to catch those guys, and I thought I would just bring you along for the ride. So there's my boy. Well, there's my girl. The males are actually quite different, and he's really cool, man. He's constantly busy and looking around. So stay tuned. I'll probably try to get some better shots of him at another time. He's getting used to things, swimming around pretty busy. Unlike most other fish, this guy is not spooked by me. So this is D signing out. And there's my wrasse, man. Beautiful little fish, man. Really cool. And my urchin always in the shot. Till next time, see you. There's a shrimp's butt. Stop filming my butt.